There we go. What's going on, everybody? Nick from 618 Fishing here, and welcome back to another episode of the Tiny Lure Challenge. This episode is going to feature the smallest little swim bait that I've ever seen. I found this at Cabela's in the crappie and panfish aisle. It is microscopic, so I'm heading out to actually a pretty decent sized lake in my area to see what I can catch using these tiny little swim baits. And here they are, guys. They are very interesting little swim baits. Each package came with 2 jig heads and a couple extra plastics. I'm actually pretty optimistic for how these things are gonna perform. So I'm gonna get to it and hopefully catch some fish. All right, guys, first cast. Let's see how this does. Okay, I can't cast very far. I'm using 8-pound braid. It's got a nice little retrieve. It's pretty subtle. Probably just do a pretty simple, slow retrieve. See if I can get something to go for it by doing that. Oh my gosh. You guys, I caught this little green sunfish. He was hiding inside the rocks. I just jigged it right in front of me. Wow, this is a really cool looking fish. First fish on the tiny swim bait. See you later, buddy. The green sunfish like to hide inside these rocks, so I just jigged this along those rocks and these guys come out and just nail it. There we go. All right, this is proven to be a pretty good green sunfish catcher. See you later, buddy. There we go. Another really cool little green sunfish. See you later, buddy. They cannot resist this tiny little swim bait bouncing on top of these rocks. They just love this thing. See you later, buddy. I'm gonna try for some of these larger species of fish, so I'm gonna change up this little jig head and put it on something that has a little bit more action, because this is a very subtle approach, and whenever I bounce it along these rocks, these green sunfish cannot resist it. But I'm gonna give it a little bit more action, and also I can't cast it that far. So hopefully if I throw on maybe a little spinner, I'll be able to cast it just a little bit further, maybe catch a bass or a larger sunfish. But I'm actually pretty impressed by this little swim bait so far. All right, so I basically just took the swim bait and the jig head that it came with and just put it on a little spinner. This is gonna add a little bit of flash. Also, I'll be able to cast quite a bit further using this spinner. There we go. Yes. All right, there's a bigger green sunfish. Oh, there we go. Not having as much luck using the spinner, but I know my possibilities of catching a bass are quite a bit higher. See you later, buddy. There we go. All right. It's not a big one, but I finally caught a bass. See you later, buddy. There we go. I finally caught another one, guys. I actually took the spinner off, just fishing with how it came out of the package, and caught a green sunfish minutes after doing that. See you later, buddy. After tying on that spinner, I really did not have much luck at all. I caught, I think, 1 bass, so I'm glad I was at least able to catch a bass, but yeah, the larger fish definitely eluded me. But some final thoughts on this little swim bait. It has an excellent little jigging action. I had the best results whenever I was just jigging it along the rocks. Those green sunfish were just coming out of nowhere and just hammering this thing. So it was imitating their prey pretty much perfectly. So As far as that goes, I'm actually very impressed with this little swim bait. Still a little disappointed I was not able to catch a decent fish, but I still had a lot of fun nonetheless. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I will catch you on the next one.